Hey guys, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2018. It's David from Brojo, one of the Brojo coaches. I wanted to do a video that carried on our theme around social connection. So recently in December we did a workshop around doubling your social confidence and building connection. And so a couple of key tips came out of that, and one of those I wanted to share with you today. So I don't know, in your efforts to connect with people and in your efforts to build social connection, have you ever felt the need for perfection? The idea that I can't do something because it won't be good enough. I won't achieve the level that I want to achieve. You know, I need to wait until I'm better at something, or I'm more confident, or I'm more articulate, or I know more about the subject, or the situation's got to be better. I've got to be better. I've got to be fitter, or lose weight, or dress better, or all these sorts of things that come into this idea of achieving perfection in your social connections. And that idea, that can really hold you back, right? It really gets in the way of you taking action. And if you know anything about any of the other videos I've done, or anything about Brojo in general, we are all about action. Our belief is that taking action is the secret to growth. So in any area of your life, if you want to develop it, improve it, expand it, increase your confidence in it, you're going to have to take action. And so this pursuit of perfection really can get in the way of that. And one of the concepts that I wanted to just raise with you guys today and share with you that I found really powerful in my own life is the idea that it's okay to make a mess. When I think back in my life and all the times I've attempted to connect with people, with women, with friends, with family, with work colleagues, very rarely has that gone perfectly. In fact, in all honesty, if I think about it, I don't think I've ever achieved what I would term as perfection in my entire life. And the funny thing with perfection is that it's very subjective. You know, your version of perfection is likely to be highly different to my version of perfection. So the idea that I can achieve perfection really held me back because I would always put things off, because I would think that if I wait, if I get better at it, if I can be more skillful, then I can achieve that perfection. What it really was doing was I was allowing fear to get in the way of me taking necessary action, from going out there and experiencing social connection in all its messy glory. Because when I'm in a conversation with someone, I'm really only ever controlling 50% of that conversation. I don't really know how that person's going to react. I don't know how they're going to feel about what I say, or what I do, or how I look, or my beliefs, or my feelings, or my values. So the idea that I can achieve perfection when 50% of the equation is completely unknown to me and purely my best guess, if that, it's a really ridiculous concept when I think about it in hindsight for me. I just struggle to understand rationally how I can expect myself to achieve perfection. So as I mentioned, the way to overcome that, and one of the concepts that really freed my mind in regards to building my social connection, social circle, was making a mess, right? Like when I go into a conversation, I'm okay if it doesn't go well. I'm okay if it's messy. I'm okay if I make mistakes, if I stammer, if I struggle with vocabulary, or if I say the wrong thing, or I can't say anything sometimes, whatever happens. Sometimes my emotions get the best of me. Whatever it is, I'm okay to make a mess. It's okay. If it doesn't kill you, then you can clean it up. There's always an opportunity to learn from it, to grow from it, to take it away and reflect on what you did well, what you'd like to change next time, what you'd like to try. It almost becomes a game. You can play with it. You can have fun with it. It's okay. And the other person on the other side, generally I've found, appreciates the fact that you're okay with it not being perfect. By allowing them to make a mess, both of you can actually connect over that. Sometimes the most powerful and meaningful conversations I've had are the conversations that start off messy. You know, they don't go well to start off with. And I need to acknowledge that, hey, look, you know, like my fear or my nervousness, my anxiety, whatever, it's getting in the way. And it's making me, you know, making this a bit of a mess. I'm not sure what to do. You know, do you feel the same way? You know, why do you think this is happening? So a really powerful tool, or a really, I guess, powerful way to think about social connection is that it's messy. And it's okay for you to make a mess. Perfection is not going to be achieved. It's not achievable, I don't believe. And that pursuit of perfection, that idea that we must be perfect and we must achieve perfection in our connection, actually gets in the way from you making any connection with people, because it stops you from going out there and taking action. And that's the secret. Doing the action in the form of social connection is the way to grow your social circle. I've talked about it in some other videos, so maybe have a look at them, check them out. But the idea that moving from a passive stance, where you're standing back and you're observing, you're thinking, to that active stance, that is the way to grow. That is the way to expand your confidence, to increase your comfort with being uncomfortable, and develop your social circle and connect with people. So I hope this has been useful. Look, we're going to be doing some more free seminars around social connection and building your social confidence. So hopefully, if you haven't been to those, come along and you'll get some more top tips and be able to discuss them in a bit more detail. But in the meantime, go out, have some fun, enjoy the experience of trying to meet new people. Enjoy it. It's fun. And if you go and do it, then I guarantee you, at the very least, you will grow in yourself. And it's okay to make a mess. Let it be messy. Take care out there and look after yourself.